Assalamualaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I'm Eman Umar. The Telangana state government has terminated the jobs of 1,640 nurses who were rendering their services during the second wave of the coronavirus pandemic. The nurses have staged a one-day hunger strike against the government move at Gandhi Bhavan on Friday. The terminated nurses demanded to the state government that their services be restored and they should be employed permanently. Congress and its youth wing supported the nurses' agitation. Working President of the Pradesh Congress Committee, Dr. Geeta Reddy, and Youth Congress Chief Shiv Sena Reddy met the striking nurses and assured the support of the Congress party till their services are restored. Dr. Geeta Reddy said the government had hired 1,640 nurses when it needed during the second wave of the coronavirus pandemic. She added that the nurses had rendered their services to the COVID-19 patients at a time when the second wave was at its peak. The termination of the nurses' services is an inhuman act, she said. Telangana High Court Justice C.H. Govindaram has sought details of illegal buildings and their demolition in all 30 circles of Greater Hyderabad. The High Court wanted to know how many illegally constructed buildings have been demolished in Greater Hyderabad. In spite of the High Court instructions, frequently the people are filing cases in civil courts against the municipal corporation and other officials to stop demolition operations. A case of contempt of court has been filed for failure to carry out the demolition of an illegal building in Nimboli Adda, which was heard by Justice Govindaram. He instructed the officials to collect details of illegal structures in all 30 circles and present them in court. Kakatiya University research scholar and social activist Mohammad Azam has been selected for the National Best Youth Award for the year 2017-18. It is the highest award given to the youth by the Ministry of Sports and Youth Affairs, the Government of India, for those who rendered outstanding services in the field of social service for the age group of 18 to 29. Mohammad Azam, who hails from Karimnagar district, is pursuing a PhD in English literature from Kakatiya University under the guidance of Professor R. Meghna Rao. He has been taking part in social service activities for the past 8 years and has conducted several social awareness programs such as blood donation and organ donation. Under Harita Haram, he has organized plantation programs as well. 10 states are seeing an upsurge in COVID cases or rise in positivity rate, the government have said today, stressing on the need of strict restrictions in districts witnessing a positivity rate of more than 10%. Apart from focusing on strict containment measures, states were also told today to ramp up vaccination in the 60 plus and 45 to 60 age categories, as evidence shows near 80% of the mortality is from this vulnerable age group. The centre's fresh review comes amid concern over a third COVID wave. The Union Health Ministry said in a statement that the states of Kerala, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Assam, Mizoram, Meghalaya, Andhra Pradesh and Manipur are the states that are either witnessing a surge in COVID new cases or a rise in positivity rate. The United Arab Emirates is the first choice for most Indians who want to work abroad, the Indian Parliament was told, citing statistics for the last 5 years from the Indian government's Immigration Office. V. Muralidharan, the Indian Minister of State for External Affairs, told Lok Sabha that the Gulf Cooperation Council region made up 4 of the 5 top destinations to work abroad for both Indian professionals and blue-collar workers. Muralidharan told Lok Sabha MP Dr. Manoj Rajoria that the United States is the only non-Gulf country among the top 5. The UAE is followed by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, the United States and Oman in the top 5 destinations for the Indian expat workers. Indian-American attorney Rashad Hussain has been nominated as the Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom by the Joe Biden administration. Rashad Hussain is the first Muslim to be nominated to serve as the Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom. He is currently the Director for Partnerships and Global Engagement at the National Security Council. He has previously served as a Senior Counsel at the Department of Justice National Security Division. During the Obama administration, Rashad Hussain served as a U.S. Special Envoy to the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. the US Special Envoy for Strategic Counterterrorism Communications and Deputy Associate at White House Counsel. Rashad Hussain also spearheaded efforts on countering anti-Semitism and protecting religious minorities in Muslim-majority countries. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.